Video, this one's called "We Should Never Grow Up" by.
Imagine you've just turned 18. You've graduated high school and you're finally looking forward to the best years of your life. Becoming an adult belongs in the Hall of Fame of worst canon events. Like, I don't understand why as soon as you finish school, all of the things you learn just go completely out the window. People always say that school is supposed to prepare you for the real world and that it's a valuable experience. But what they don't tell you is all the bullshit you gotta deal with. I'm talking bills, rent, food, relationships, and the worst of them all, taxes. Like, once you step out into the real world, you'll quickly realize.
Yeah, taxes. When you make a son, I'm in South Africa, so you don't get taxed as much, but it still hits you. It still hits you. Yeah.
Realize how none of the shit you learned even mattered. Like, school somehow teaches you everything except what you actually need. Like, why am I learning about the mitochondria instead of how to avoid getting financially assaulted by the IRS? Like, becoming an adult is not what it's hyped up to be. And no matter what you do, you can never escape it. Now, I know what you're thinking. There must be something good about being an adult. And there is. You're still breathing. When you become an adult, there's a few things you start to realize. One, your parents don't love you. And two, you're poor. Getting a job is one of the first
yeah, especially the second one, yeah. It hurts, bro. It hurts.
Counter as an adult. Because as soon as you start looking for one, any expectations you have immediately disappear. Like, you'll apply to work at Burger King and match all the criteria and still get hit with them. After very extensive review, you decide to not move further with your application. Oh my God! Like, I don't understand why no matter what you do, they'll always give you some AI-generated bullshit every time. Like, it's so bad to the point where now you have to send at least 100 applications just to even get a reply, only to get immediately rejected after. And not to mention, even if you do manage to get the job, you still gotta deal with all the annoying-ass people at work. Like, imagine being stuck in a box for 9 hours a day with this nigga.
With the guy named... Okay, I'm in South Africa, so I'm gonna use South African names. Just know all these names are bad. Okay? That's all you need to know. All these names are bad. If you meet these people in South Africa, bro. Tando. She's always sleeping with every coworker, every customer that comes in that's above a 5. If you're a 5 and above, she'll sleep with you. Utabiso, he's always leaving his polo that he can't fully pay for. He always needs gas money. That thing is always on one bar. What? There's Frederick. Frederick. He's the only person in the entire building with the English name. Frederick. I keep saying it wrong. But I met 3 Fredericks in my life. Right? They've always been bad. Two of them. I've known them personally to be bad. The other one was another person's experience. Always bad. Either I don't know. There's 2 versions of a Frederick. Either they're uptight and always strict and always do their job, blah 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 blah, or they don't care. But no. Like how their favoritism. Their favoritism. I hate them. I can keep going, but those are my top 3. That's the ones that I hate. Top 3, bro. They are here and there. Nah, but those are my top 3, bro. Tando, Tabiso, Frederick. Those are the 3. Yo. Wait, not Tando, Bali.
It's gonna be pretty hard not to jump off a bridge. But you wanna know what's worse than a job? Worse than annoying people? Taxes. Imagine getting your first paycheck, and after a long, hard, agonizing 2 weeks, your hard work is finally starting to pay off. Snap back to reality. As an adult, one of the many responsibilities you have is money. Now, assuming you're like me, broke as fuck, this starts becoming a big problem. Because all that money you thought was yours, go ahead and run that shit. First of all, you got bills, which is damn near a slur at this point. You gotta buy food, water, gas, electricity, and if your parents don't like you, you gotta buy a house. Now, even though it sounds like a lot, most of the time you're able to afford it. Most of the time. That is, until you start adding taxes. Like, if I had to choose between fighting Mike Tyson or paying taxes, you might as well push me off a cliff, because I'm not surviving anyway. When you deal with taxes, you start realizing how poor you actually are. Like, everything is getting taxed these days. So much so that it honestly feels like you're paying to exist. And even that's debatable. Like, remember when Doritos used to cost 50 cents? Guess how much they are now?
$4?
75 cents.
Oh, no.
Like, whoever did this is an absolute psychopath, okay? The definition of insanity. But you want to know what's even more insane? Child support.
No.
Now, considering I don't have a family of my own,
Okay.
I'll keep it short.
Okay.
As an adult, one of the many things that
Are you good, G?
change is your relationships. You're not in high school anymore, so the way you meet people starts to change. Now, let's be honest. Does anyone really want to date you? No.
Yes.
But let's assume they're delusional and decide to give you a chance. Congratulations. Now you got a whole new set of problems you don't want to deal with. First of all, they need time and attention, which I already have a problem with. You got to show them affection, which is completely understandable if you're 3 years old. And they need money.
That's where that audio came from.
But when I said give you the world,
That's where that audio came from. Of help! Help! Let me do it again.
oh, well, let's assume they're delusional and decide to give you a chance. Congratulations. Now you got a whole new set of problems you don't want to deal with. First of all, they need time and attention, which I already have a problem with. You got to show them affection, which is completely understandable if you're 3 years old. And they need money. Now, I don't know about you, but when I said give you the world, I meant metaphorically, not the actual planet. And that's not even the worst part. Don't forget you gotta get married, have kids, raise kids. Oh, and not to mention, raise kids. Like, nothing about that sounds like a good idea. You have to be literally insane to think that. So insane that you stay in your mom's basement and make YouTube videos for the unemployed while suffering from severe depression. Wait a minute. Being an
Ouch. Okay. Anyway.
adult nowadays is a completely different experience. Jobs are changing, people are changing, taxes. Nope, that shit's still the same. But it's not all bad. Even though it can be hard to find the good parts, being an adult opens up a new world of experiences. The sky is truly the limit, where you can achieve more than you could possibly imagine. Or something like that. But in conclusion,
Thanks, nigga.
money. It makes the world go round. It makes your girl go down. We all have our own different experiences with money. You know, some of us have some of us don't. Some of us need some, and some of us don't. But if there's one thing I think we can all agree on, this shit is expensive. Okay, I've never felt so many highs and lows until I start thinking about money. Okay, like gas prices, high. Stock prices, high. Blood pressure, high. Bank account, low. Like, whenever I start thinking about money, it's never a good time. Do you know how hard it is to have to constantly look at your bank account every time you want to buy something, just for it to be overpriced anyway because of tax? Like, I wanted to get fucked, I would just bend over and do it myself. I don't know what kind of psychotic, evil madman thought it was a good idea to make everything unaffordable. They must have forgotten that people literally need money to live. Like, how do businesses even expect to make money when nobody can buy anything? Like, what do you mean, why am I robbing you? Motherfucker, I have no lights. I need light bulbs. And now I know what you're thinking. Who is even to blame for all of this? And it's one word. Mr. Krabs.
What the
Greed. The intense, selfish, and disordered desire for more than one's needs. Or as I like to call it, nigga, what the fuck? There's a reason they say money is the root of all evil. And it's because every time someone has all of it, they turn into Thanos. Like, I was looking at the new iPhone one time, and all I could think about was, well, where's the phone? What the hell is this? And how much they want me to pay? $2,000? What? Okay, like 2,000.
Okay, when 1,000 is like 17K in my currency. 17K. Hell no.
$1,000 for a phone? Does it like transform into a home? Cause nigga, that's rent money. Okay, like, who in their right mind thought it was a good idea to start selling phones like their houses? What makes it even worse is that they're all the same. Like, what do you mean new phone? Man, there's nothing new about this. They just take the same phone, put a bunch of random things that nobody can pronounce, and then ship it off to China. Like, even the food is getting greedy. Like, a burger at McDonald's used to cost $1. And now it's $4. Like, $4, That's an arm and a leg. Okay, don't nobody got that kind of money. Like, who do I look like?
$4. Ah, but in South Africa, that's a good burger. And that's a good burger and drinks and everything, bro. That's a good deal to me. That sounds like a good deal.
Like Elon Musk? Okay, like whatever happened to integrity and doing the right thing? We used to live in a beautiful society, and now we have these thieves taking all our girls and taking all our money. Okay, this should be a crime, punishable by the electric chair. Like every day it just gets worse and worse. Like I have never cried in my entire life, but this got me swimming. And just when you start thinking it's about to get better, it hits you.
Ah!
You don't even have a job.
Unemployment. Yeesh.
Unemployment. The only time when you actually want a job, you don't get one. Unemployment might be one of the worst human experiences of all time. Trying to find a job these days is the equivalent to trying to race the Flash in a wheelchair. Like your parents are always the first ones to tell you how you need to get a job and how you're not trying hard enough to get one, when it's like, motherfucker, I'm doing everything. In person, third person, first person. Okay, I've done all the persons.
I beg your pardon?
Like I hate how people act like getting a job is something you should automatically be able to do, as if there aren't millions of other people trying to get the same one. Like, how am I supposed to get a job when people are out here sending 3 applications from 5 different emails?
Whoa.
Like, how am I supposed to win? They're using cheat codes. Like, I'm struggling to make one good application while you got people out here button mashing their keyboard. Like, what? What is this?
Damn.
Is this a Street Fighter combo? Like, it gets to a point where you gotta just accept the fact that getting a job is not what it used to be.
Yeah.
Everything's done online now. So majority of the time, even if you go in person to ask if they're hiring, they're just gonna send you right back to the website. And then when you go to the website to apply, they don't respond. Like, how do you expect me to pay rent, Frank, when I can't even get a job? And even if I can get one, guess what? You still got 10 other bills. Bills. The equivalent to having a nightmare for adults. Except the only difference is that this one is actually real. Having bills to pay is nothing short of a horror movie. Except every month, you have to watch it again. You got rent bills, electric bills, water bills, phone bills, and you still have to pay taxes. Like anytime you get a check, you might as well just go ahead and burn it, because you ain't keeping that money anyway. Like, I don't understand how anytime you have a little bit of money, some random subscription service you've never heard of just appears out of nowhere and kidnaps your money. For example, Netflix. Netflix is supposed to have all the movies and TV shows you'd want to watch. But when you buy it, you quickly realize that none of the things you wanted to watch are even on there. Like, you'll buy Netflix just to watch a TV show that's only on Hulu. Then you'll buy Hulu just to try to watch a TV show that's only on Tubi. Man, like, who even watches Tubi? Oh, and even when you find the show you wanted, now you have 5 new subscription services that you don't even want. Okay, this is how these companies make their money. Off people like me and you. But mostly just you. Like, I pray the day comes where we all come together and demand them to put everything on one platform. Okay? We will not stand.
Bro, that's how it was in the beginning. Then, COVID. Then everything was like a subscription for everything else. So, sorry, G. That's how it works.
With this injustice. Or you could just pirate it. But you didn't get that. At the end of the day,
I'd rather pay pirates than pay Crunchyroll, bro.
The world is moving fast, which means you gotta find a way to keep up.
Yes.
Whether you're in school or getting your first job, it doesn't seem like these prices are going down anytime soon. And it's hard, but it's not impossible. Because if there's one thing I learned today, it's that time is money, and money is mine. So give it back. So, in conclusion,
You're really motivating me, gang. What the hell, bro?
I'm homeless.
What the hell is this guy's problem, bro? He was actually motivating me. But now he has... Bro, I was feeling... I was like, yeah. I'm gonna get that first job as a South African poor guy. This man. Anyway. That's the end of that video. It was nice. That was, so far, the videos I wanted to see for the day. I think I want to eat now. So. Not to eat. I want to do other things. So. Should I end stream there? Nah, I'll watch these 3 tomorrow. I'll watch these 3 tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Monday. What do you think, chat? Tomorrow or Monday. We'll see. Anyway, yeah. That's been the video.